John, here at the Horseshoe at Ohio State University, it is a tough place to play. But if you have a good football team, it doesn't distract you. If you don't have a good football team, you're looking for excuses. Those were the words from Joe Paterno. He said his team needs to play a solid football game here this afternoon. They need to focus. They need to concentrate so they can hear the calls. They need to be able to come here and concentrate, execute their game plan, and not be distracted. Keith?
All right, Swanee. Well, I guess Cinderella refuses to go back to the blue jeans, huh?
Northwestern.
Well, Joe Paterno, his ball club had a tough week up at Madison, Wisconsin. They squeezed out a 23-20 win over the Badgers. So now they get their second tough one in a row. Penn State won for the 6th consecutive time in the toss of the coin. And John Cooper will get the ball first as Penn State deferred. And Coop's Ohio State Buckeyes, ranked number 3 in the nation, possesses the ball. Carrying it is Demetrius Stanley, who had an 85-yard from the 20, first down for the Buckeyes. Beautiful fall day in Columbus, Ohio. And Pearson, the defensive front for Penn State, obviously then, is going to be under attack. But it was Aaron Collins last Saturday who had a huge game, and he expects to do the same today. But it is that kind of offensive activity that can nullify the big plans of Penn State to stop the run as Stanley throws a bullet to Demetrius Stanley. Stanley being Stanley Jackson. The defensive secondary for Penn State, led by Kim Herring, Brian Miller, Shawn Lee, and Mark Tate. That is a very, very good secondary.
Very strong, Keith. Good point.
Matt Calhoun is the fullback for Ohio State. Pearson is the deep man. It is a first down. The ball is at the 32. They play on real grass here at the Horseshoe. This is Pearson. Just beyond the 47-yard line. They've got 3 wideouts now as they spread the field a bit. Give it back to Pepe. He's looking to go outside. Can't do it. And coming up out of the secondary to make the hit on him is number 33, Mark Tate.
They've been to the Citrus Bowl in Orlando the last 2 years.
Third down and 12. And Stanley Jackson has the ability to put it under his. And Stanley Jackson looks down the middle and goes there. Is it a fumble or is it into the quarterback? He has thrown 5 interceptions, but he has been tough in the clutch. 4 times last year, he took them to victories in the 4th quarter. The Chile starting lineup will feature Joe Juravicius. He's 6'5". He'll have a little size advantage, but he'll be shadowed all day by Sean Spring. Curtis Enos and Jason Slode in the backfield, and Enos from Union City, Ohio, now comes way wide as a flanker. So it's a little bit of a different look to start the game as Richardson goes back to throw, and he throws to the outside, incomplete. He is anchored by Barry Tosh. Bill Ostrowski is the guard. He's the active one. You'll see him out in front leading a lot of plays today. With Enos, the deep man, and he's got the ball. Curtis Enos blasts his way over the right side.
Is one of the best.
First down from the 32 for the Lions. And here it goes deep. It's a rainbow. And it is too far. Intended for Joe Jervin. Nastasi in motion. And off to Enos inside. Richardson back to throw it. Has time and drills it to the 40-yard line. The pass is caught, but it is not enough for the first 31. With Pearson and Calhoun in the backfield. Stanley Jackson sets and throws down the middle. It is caught. Stanley Jackson back. Has time. Lets it go. Wide open. Demetrius Stanley. Touchdown. Ohio State.
This was Alberia.
So it's 1st and 5 after the offside by the Buckeyes, and given to Enos. Enos takes a lick. Richardson, little play action, back to throw it, goes down the middle, tight end, Keith Oltimer. Nastasi, the man in motion. Richardson back, pressure's coming, ball is patted right back in his face. Today was a 42-yarder. The first return was 13, a little better kick here, a little higher and more hang time, but Springs will take it and bring it back.
This year, they're the 3rd-ranked offense in the country.
On 2nd down and 3, here comes Pepe. And cannot get away from Brian Miller.
The skill position. And look what they're doing this year. In the Big Ten, they're tearing it up, and in the nation, they lead the nation in scoring, and they're third in total offense. They're averaging 57 points a game. They lost 3 number ones to the NFL.
Shuffle around, put a 5-man front up there. Nobody's coming. There goes Pepe Pearson. And he carries 30 yards now as he picked up 13 there. And this is Stanley Jackson throwing to the sidelines. Good. Pearson. Inside the 20, down at about. Lions start bouncing, looking for, and it is incomplete. Cleary is in the ball game now. He's got the ball. And he gets tripped up by Shawn. This has got pass all over it. Here comes the pressure. Jackson steps away from it. He's thrown to the end zone, and Lumpkin had it. To go down as a 30-yard attempt. And it's good. He just barely cleared the line of scrimmage. Having his ankle strapped. So he's back on the field, and here comes Penn State. This is Aaron Harris trying to get outside. He's a tough runner. We saw him. Richardson comes it, caught by Nastasi, and Nastasi's out first. Richardson back, looks for Nastasi, throws it to him on the sideline. He's not there. Show blitz. Can't penetrate. Gone away. Pass is downfield, and it is incomplete. They'll throw it. Whip it out there very quickly, and it is not good enough for the first down. Comes in to punt it. Darrow has 42 and 39 on his first 2 kicks today. This is a better one. It's a very good one. And it's in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20 where it'll be first down. Jackson again has some time, but now he throws, and it's good for the first down if he had not. Pearson's almost hit in the backfield. That was a heck of a try.
He wants to go all out.
3rd down, long 2. Jackson swings it out there. That's a good pass to Pepe Pearson. Thrown in the right place. Ever since he got to campus. Go up a knee. 2nd down and 9. Here's Jackson's got a lot of room. He gets a block. He'll make it big. He's got the first down. And Jackson getting pressure. Fumbles the ball. And I think Ohio State recovered it. Keller is your fullback. Single back right now. They give it to him. And he runs it down to the 30. Pearson is the deep back. He's got the ball. He's coming left. That's where Orlando Pace works. Jackson's going to throw. He got it. And he hits Demetrius Stanley. Right. Seem to be the messengers. Jackson back. Tight end. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Wally Richardson. And there was pressure on the single back. That says pass. There's that little pop. Jury Ventress. And Joe will have a first down for the Nittany.
Do that.
Yep. First down at the 31. And this is Enos throwing the ball downfield for Nastasi. Joe turns inside. 2nd down. Richardson is down inside the 25. Inside Finkus. Puts the heat on. Gets the ball away to Aaron Harris.
A mild one.
Yep, I think so. It's out. That's a pretty good kick there. Sean Springs waiting for Kenya's rocket. And he has a little room. He has a lot of room. So Jermaine in to get his work in the first half. A little delay, handoff to Pepe Pearson. Look at that. 2 yards on 13 carries. And it's first down. Ball on the 34-yard line of Penn State, and Jermaine shoots it. Touchdown, Stanley. Let's run together. Here's a good pass. Now on the 11-yard line, and the Buckeyes take over. Hands it to Pepe Pearson, and he's down at the 3rd and 9. Jermaine gets the ball away to Pearson has Aaron Collins to beat. Keller in the backfield for the Buckeyes. Remain, a little delay, give it a Pepe. Joe Montgomery is the deep back. To the sidelines and over the head of Demetrius Stanley.
Style, and that is run and mix the run with the pass.
Here comes Pepe. Crosses. Jackson's pass is a little bit behind.
Because he was a back here for Ohio State, isn't it?
He was a good one, too. Jackson has all day, and now lets it go deep down the sidelines, and it is incomplete. The offense has just been shut
I've never
down.
seen that. The right guard went over and asked the left guard what to do.
Oh, this is trouble city for Corey Jones. They're
Full
trying to-
strength, I guess.
Yep. It's 3rd down and 16. This is Chafee Field. And Chafee Field will let Kenya go ahead and kick it if, in fact, he's going to kick it, and he is. And they'll let it go. And it's going to roll around and go dead at about the 27, 28 yard. Try to do something. They don't just take a knee. They give it to Pepe Pearson, and he bounces outside. And he runs all the way to the 40-yard line. But that'll do the first half. So the Buckeyes have dominated the first half of play here at the Horseshoe in Columbus to lead by 24. Coming up, the Valvoline halftime in the entire first half. It is Chafee Field. Whoa! It's in the backfield. And Wally Richardson back to throw it. Unloads to Aaron Harris. And he picks up 11
Here's a look
yards.
at the numbers of the first half. Look at the total yardage, 328 yards to 75. 50 plays to only 30. 19 first downs. 3rd down conversions, Penn State only converted 1 time.
Of your picture, the taller one. Springs comes over to cover him. They throw underneath to the short man in front of the linebackers. They'll need him next week when Wisconsin comes to town. Here's Richardson on a roll. On 3rd and 1, he throws complete to Chris Campbell. And Campbell, they show blitz. They're coming. Richardson gets his pass away, and it is caught by the tight end Olsemer. Richardson lets it go, and it is incomplete. Coverage on the play by over the middle. Pass is completed to Concho Brown. And Brown is in a wrestling match and throws it out to him. And he's belted out of bounds with Enos.
Here they come.
He got it away, and he's got a man out there, and it is an incomplete forward pass as Shawn Springs covers Joe Juravicius, a 25-yarder at Madison, Wisconsin last week. This is a 47-yard try. He hits the upright. In goes outside. No good. Good in that quarter. The ball is on the 30-yard line, and Stanley Jackson at quarterback hands it off to Pepe Pearson, and Pepe is going to have about 9 yards on the short yard. Jackson changing his play. Pearson stays in the backfield, has the ball, and dives across the 40-yard line, and would appear there's nothing there. Jackson rolls it out, lets it go, incomplete, intended for Buster Tillman. 2nd down and 10. This is Pearson bouncing to the outside and cuts it across the 40. Can't get it. There's that King again.
It's a nice
Anthony
play.
King.
It's a loss. They may be right back up there, Keith, for to get in that fight.
That pass is completed to Curtis Enos.
Oh, it really came on.
Fickle gets a hold of Richardson and turns him upside down, and the pass is incomplete, intended for Aaron Harris. David Boston is waiting for the 8th punt of the day by Penn State's Kenya. And the freshman from Texas gets a little taste of Stanley Jackson Anytime your quarterback is...
You haven't been preparing properly, so you're not going to play.
Pepe Pearson, flankers in motion. And this is Pearson. He just kept all the way back on and past Jesse Owens. Stanley Jackson. Looking around, finds Big Lumpkin. And they haven't had much this year. Well, that thing doesn't work for anything. Does field goal, hit the upright. Here's Jackson again now, looking into the end zone, and it's short. He's trying to beg his case. It's 4th down and 8, and Ohio State's going to go for it.
Too long for a field goal.
Yep. Thrown underneath to the fullback, Keller. And
Defense, that's tough on the defense.
It's Pearson. Well, Pearson dives. No signal. Now you get it. Touchdown. Backfield for Penn State. 31-0 Ohio State. 2.5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Wally Richardson has been beleaguered. He completes it. Sack. The opponent coming here next week in Wisconsin.
Yes, they do. And I think Wisconsin's had a week off to prepare.
Pass intended for D. Miller, and Brian Miller went right over his head, just over the top of him, turned to flip. Jackson quickly looking around, can't find anybody. He's mobile enough though, and now he'll just pull it down and run it and make something out of the play. He is in the backfield now with Matt Keller. Montgomery is the #2 tailback, and we may not see much of Pepe Pearson the rest of the day. The pass intended out of State College, 6'4" and 215. So Wally under siege all day, gets a bit of rest as McCurry comes in, hands the ball to Field. 2nd down and 4. And McQuarrie drills it complete to Nastasi. Game now just to have a little hoop. Here comes the blitz. The pass is caught. That's good defense by Winfield, but he just couldn't do a thing about it. Brings up 4th down. It'll be the 10th punt of the day for Kenya. That's a tail dragger. Coming up to field, it is David Boston. And he'll get him on the 35. See what happens. Here's Jermaine throwing down the middle, and the pass is incomplete. This is Montgomery. And Montgomery. Ohio State, and he has the ball. That's a pair of fresh legs. Come on, Johnson. He's got the ball. Boy, he's tough. 2nd down and goal from the 3. And Jermaine, touchdown, Matt Calhoun. One time today, and that was the opening possession of the 2nd half. They got down to the Penn State, to the Ohio State 30, and there they stopped.
I'll say that. It's produced a lot of other ones.
Look at this fella.
Anthony, is the defense going to catch up? Well, I think we're seeing what's happening.
That pass is caught by Corey. That's Jones in motion. McQuarrie's playing quarterback. Chris Everly's carrying the ball.
And Saturday.
Yep. That one weekend where Sky falls to the end zone. No. 2nd and 10 from the 15. And it's Cleary at the closed end of the horseshoe. The crowd jumps on him. McQuarrie back, throws it. Penalty flag. That'll be an interference call, and it's going to go. Give it to the big guy. And he's got a touchdown. So the Lions have avoided the shutout.
Something tells me that that doesn't bother John Cooper a bit.
Nah.
He's good friends with Joe Paterno, and I had dinner with the two of those guys in Chicago.
Keith Sullivan, computer stats, and Dick Shafter is down on the sideline. And this is Jermon Jackson. This is number 33, Montgomery. Joe's already just trying to kill the clock now. They got all the points they need. This is Joe Montgomery. This is number 25, Jermon Jackson.
We want you, but we need you to commit now. And if you don't, we're going to go to our second guy and our third guy. And if they commit, we're taking them.
Jackson to the third down. He's got it.
Huh? See, when you're a quarterback, you can just tell the way they're running it in.
You got somebody down there sending you a signal. They're going to run out the clock. This game is over. Just a matter of running off 10 more seconds. And your final score will go into the books as Ohio State 38, Penn State 7. And yes, they deserve their lofty ranking.